Hello guys, please watch till the end of the episode to see our reactions and theories. Let's go. And welcome back guys to the Geekheads channel. I'm Crossroads, here's Knife B. Yeah, and we are reacting to the Boba Fett finale. Yeah, it's time.
Yes, finally. It's time.
It's time. If there's not the secret 8 episode, which there has been some rumors, but I don't think so. This one is 61 minutes, so I don't know I'm gonna cut it for the reaction, so it's gonna be kind of super cut, I guess, or you know, copyright rules. But anyway, should we just get straight to the episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get straight to it.
Oh yeah, the bomb. Okay. Oh, that's nasty.
It was inevitable.
Even if we win, there might not be anything left of this city.
I am inevitable. The word is forever ruined for me.
Mando.
Fast.
Din.
Were you able to hire any foot soldiers?
I think I have an idea how to draw Boba Fett out.
Whew. In the name of honor.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what the shit?
Is it Luke's X-Wing? Or is it... Yeah,
It's just Grogu?
Oh! Fucking Power Rangers. I mean, the characters are cool, but like, they just don't belong, you know? Not at all.
As you can see, all our flanks are covered.
That's like not enough. I mean, it's a huge city. You have like 8 people to cover the whole territory.
Choose to attack from.
For now,
Here to see you.
said nobody could sneak up on us.
Bane.
Oh, God.
God damn. I mean, I think Santo will get this, but somebody will die.
Oh, no.
It's a coordinated attack. We'll have to gather our people.
Get to the sanctuary.
So they didn't notice her arrive with the bike there.
Manners. I like.
Nice.
Haha, the fucking knee blaster. So cool scene. Help her.
The people of Freetown.
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking Power Rangers, man. Still look so stupid.
Where all these sand scurriers come from?
Santo. Oh no, they're not. Din and Boba know it. Ray shields.
These are some next level shit.
Droidica V16.5. I don't know. That's some Terminator-ass design. Holy shit. Yeah, I expected the first shot from those ships to be like that, not the fucking... Boba get the Rancor this fast?
Oh, fuck.
I mean...
Badass
The passing
Boba.
on time in this show is a bit odd, I will say, but... Grogu time! Okay.
What are you doing?
Crush. He looks so much like confident now. I thought he's gonna get the whole ship, but he just took the one bolt from the leg.
Badass. Oh, I love to see.
I'm not a little boy any longer, and you are an old man.
I'm still faster than you.
I mean, the dent on Boba's head is proof that you tested that once out already, but... If he has something that can shoot through Beskar or...
Time you shed off to your...
Is he gonna kill Bane? Like...
Love that.
Nah...
And that's the end.
Who wrote this, man?
Cad Bane.
Time to sleep, bitch.
Nice.
Oh, goddamn. I guess it's John who directed this episode, yeah?
Oh god.
I mean, Fennec went for the... Fennec went for the Pikes, but I would have hoped it was Boba, and then some, like, iconic one-liner for it, you know?
It's better than shooting.
Are we going to see Mando after scene? That team is banging even harder than the Boba team, but
that was
goddamn.
nice transition. I like that. Oh, he just wanted to go fast. Oh god, love this image. Oh, this too. Why
Thank you,
didn't
John
they use this
Dave
shot?
and Robert
Yeah, oh well.
Request. Also, Temur and Petro.
Alright,
Okay.
here we go.
Here we go. Cad Bane probably in the tank, yeah? I mean,
Heavily down.
I mean, so Boba could give him a lesson? No, Cop Vanth, okay.
Oh, this
Modding
guy.
time, yeah. Yeah. There's nothing?
Is that all?
That's all?
Okay.
You sure?
That's a bit of a bummer, but... Yeah, that seems to be all.
Cause, I mean, I can go first view, cause
I'm just trying to gather
I think
all the thoughts. I thought it was good. I expected it to start like it when people said it's gonna be like 2.5 season 2.5
of Mando, yeah.
the finale didn't. Yeah, the finale didn't feel that way. So that's kind of cool. I feel like they gave it their own thing, and they did it. It wasn't like a finale to just set up the next thing, which would be like Mando season 3 or whatever.
I mean, it kind of was anyway. The whole season was just set up for Mando season 3, and just like, yeah.
Yeah, but like but this final was just all about the.
Yeah, well, it has to
Boba
be in a series final, but there was speculation.
But even like with the.
Yeah, there was speculations about the season 2, but
yeah.
that's not. But yeah.
We shall see. I'm not gonna like think about it too much. They didn't tease like season 2 necessarily too much.
No, I don't think there's gonna be a season 2. I mean,
yeah, I doubt it. They didn't tease it at all. They like I don't know. They didn't give any like. So like that they eliminated all the threats, and now he has his dynasty there or his
but
his things. But
yeah.
I think it was good. I like the Cad Bane scene. I like the Rancor. I like the second Cad Bane scene. Cad Bane still was faster, but I like the way, like, I almost was afraid that, okay, now somebody's gonna come and save Boba. It just won't feel right if Cad Bane will kill him. Yeah, I don't know, like, that will make any type of, like, good arc, because that would,
I mean,
I don't know, but I was afraid that somebody would come and save him, but, like, he saved himself, so
in that scene,
I think that was cool. Yeah, so I love that scene. That was a good ending. Finally got an ending for Cad Bane, which is good as well.
But
I didn't think I didn't miss that after Clone Wars or anything, but like it was cool to see, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The Rancor was cool. Grogu with the Rancor was extra cool. And the shot with him just sleeping there next to him, that was super cool. I like that. And
yeah, I have slight issues with the series now, but
I expected them to, like, at the end, after like the war, to like set up Mando season 3 more with like somebody calls Mando or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think they kind of set it up on episodes 5 and 6 already, so they didn't need to do that. It was kind of,
a little bit. I mean, like in 5 they set it up like with what is Mando doing. Like Mando is like off the thing and stuff like that. And then the episode 6 they kind of set up the Grogu thing.
Yeah.
And now at the start of this episode.
And I mean they have another quest to go to Mandalore, and that's season 3. So
yeah.
I mean from the episode 5 when the armorer tells him to go on the mines of Mandalore or whatever, and they're actually destroyed or something. Yeah. But I mean, I guess he's going to help Bo-Katan or something, or we're gonna get Bo-Katan cameo on the next 3rd season of Mando. I don't know. Boba is kind of, Oh, I think this series is over. I don't see there's going to be a Book of Boba Fett 2, or it's going to be called something else, but.
I don't think there's a reason to have Book of Boba Fett anymore. I think that was like a one-off thing, and that was the story they wanted to tell, and I think that's enough. So I don't think they need to have anything more. But that's me. One thing I was like, let me think. I completely forgot. Okay, if you have anything, just go.
I mean, I haven't even started yet on anything, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole series is kind of course, they first didn't seem to be Mando 2.4 or kind of season 3, but then now it kind of obviously is and was. Still not enough Boba Fett, I say, for a Book of Boba Fett. I mean, the whole series is written like a book, it goes, back and forth, there's like memory stuff between jumping up and down, and some of the scenes on previous episodes when it just kind of jumps in 5-minute periods to like 6 different places and 3 different time, like night day night or day night night or something bullshit. And the whole concept of time in this is just like a bit weird because, you know, things happen like extra fast for some reason. I mean, I don't know how close is Boba's palace to Mos Espa, but I mean the Rancor just like teleported there or something. I mean, just appeared extra fast. He was like, yeah, I'm out. It flies with a jetpack, which is kind of slow, and then suddenly it has a Rancor. I mean, if he had that already ready, they're not telling what it seems a bit stupid. And there's a lot of that type of stuff in the, you know, timing. Also, Peli with Grogu, I think, if I'm not wrong, her carriage is in Mos Eisley, not Mos Espa. And that's like a long distance to come with that kind of trolley, like...
Unless they, like, flew there and then kind of, like, you know, rented that type of thing there. I don't know. Because,
I mean, that's also possible, but... There's a lot of these small things that
really...
Yeah, I mean it's not bad, but it got me. It was like immediately after the Rancor, you know, or just before the Rancor, so it's just like, you know, stays up. You like just think about it. But I mean, not enough Boba. I mean, cool scenes with Mando shooting and shit, but the Cad Bane fight was like okay, but I mean,
I feel like the only thing I didn't mind, like, in this episode, I kind of mind that there wasn't enough Boba in the past 2 episodes. In this episode, it wasn't too bad. The only thing I wish would have happened, like, at the end when they killed all the guys in the room, the Pyke leader and the other crime syndicate leaders. I wish Boba would have been there too.
Yeah, like I said in the reaction already, it's I mean we knew that it was Fennec who went for, you know, Mos Eisley with the speeder bike thing, like half of the episode, but it still would have been better to be Boba, you know. It's just so weird, man. It's just okay, Fennec murders these guys and that's it. I mean, like,
it makes sense. Otherwise, we wouldn't have Boba at the end. Fine, and it was cool that Boba kinda at the end was the guy who saved them all, plus Grogu, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's a book about Boba. It should be Boba doing stuff. Boba, like Cad Bane, bringing out this like, you know, the brutal Boba, what we know from like Clone Wars, and, you know, waking the Django blood. He was referring to, you know, deadly bounty hunter. You know, not just like this guy's like, I'm gonna lead a house and that's it, you know, guy. I mean, I would have assumed we get a bit more, you know.
One thing that I didn't enjoy that with Cad Bane, they didn't kind of like do like the generic thing when they would have like characters that have previously long time ago crossed, they, you know, in a new series or something where there's also viewers who don't know the other character. Usually there's a problem that I dislike where they kind of like talk to each other, kind of like the whole story between them from the start to finish for some reason, even though that like
it's like
make any sense.
People there's
so they didn't do that, so that was cool.
Yeah, there's so many fans, like Star Wars fans, that like Boba. They like, oh, Boba Fett, now we watch this. Okay, there's might be even people who didn't watch Mandalorian. They're like, oh shit, Boba Fett, okay, I'm gonna watch it. Then they're gonna bring Mando, like involve heavy Mando 2 episodes, which will people be like, what the fuck is happening here? Then like Luke is there, like okay, Luke is here, but then Ahsoka is like, what the fuck? And then like Cad Bane, who comes in from, you know, like he's a Clone Wars character. It's just like that's even like the view rates of these characters is like. I mean, if they want to get more people to watch Clone Wars or something, I don't know, but it's just.
I think it was cool to have Cad Bane, like, but personally, from my perspective, I think it was cool that they didn't give like a whole story, like, oh, remember when we first time met, and then we did this, and then we did that, and like talk about it, because that will in character that won't make any sense. They do that a lot of times, and I kind of find it frustrating in a lot of shows or movies. But I can understand, like, from I'd like to say a casual fan, but you know, like a guy who I've only seen like the 6 movies, not even maybe the sequels, maybe just the 6 movies, and then they're like, oh, I know Boba Fett, I'm gonna watch this series. You know, they didn't watch Mandalorian because they don't know what the fuck Mandalorian is. They didn't watch you know, Clone Wars or the sequels.
Yeah.
But then they're like, yeah, I know Boba Fett, so I'm gonna watch what happened to Boba Fett. And
exactly,
then
that was
all
my
this
point.
happens and they don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I kind of guess they, if they didn't watch it, it's kind of like, well, you can go and watch it now. So.
Yeah, they kind of reference to Cad Bane like, what you said, I have taught you lessons back in the day. Yeah, of course, but people will be like, okay, but what now? I mean, yeah, you have taught Boba lesson before, but that's it? And then he gets presumably killed, but there's the scene where he has the, you know, he has the chest tag, you know, controller panel on his chest. There's a red light blinking still, you know, the after, like, close-up shot, you know, after Boba kills him. Because Cad Bane is, like, highly modified, you know, after he has fucking, you know, the tubes, just so he can, like, walk in space without, you know, helmet. Or,
yeah.
I don't know what happened to his jet. I mean, his thruster boots, he had those in Clone Wars also, but... and he has, you know, in, at least I don't know if it's, I think it's canon, but I don't know if it's shown in Clone Wars, but it's like in some comic or something, that he has a like steel tube on his throat, so he cannot be choked, like force choked. He's like resistant to Jedi, which is fucking cool. So I think he might have like replaced heart or something, like machine neural network or something, because he's so fast, you know, he's so fast. In every stuff he can, like, I guess, like you saw against Cop Vanth, that one guy was like standing still, like 1 minute later they like didn't even pull, just shot them both.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Cad Bane is still alive. I don't know if they do anything with him. I don't know, because
unless there will be second season, which I don't. It will be like we said. I doubt it.
Yeah, but still, I don't still
see.
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, no, I still don't see the reasoning for, you know, why. I mean, yeah, they killed Cad Bane kinda ish off now, but they left the door open. It's Dave, you know. Dave leaves always the door open for possible resurrection for characters, which we have seen like a million times already.
George Maul.
Especially if it's Maul. Or Ahsoka, basically. They can fucking get blasted like Luke in episode 8 and they can still live for some fucking goddamn reason. Yeah, I don't... I
think it was good. That's it.
Do you know?
I don't think it was special.
I mean, how would you rate this episode in the sense of what was this, like one of the top episodes on the series or one of the worst episodes in the series, like on that scale type of thing?
I think it was more top to me. It was like, it wasn't. The first few episodes I thought was like cool but very slow.
Yeah, well, it's like, you know, book like, style. I can understand that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I didn't care about the Tusken thing that much, and it didn't seem to affect enough at the end.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't pay off. It didn't pay off at all at the end. It was like just storyline. Oh, we did kill the things, and then Cad Bane just used him to angry Boba. That's it. Angry. He didn't even get anything with it. It's just, oh, we killed them. Okay. Especially again with the point, you know, I taught you lessons before. Well. Yeah, but so what? What are we going to do with that info?
Then they fought like almost immediately. Anyway, I don't know. Like, also like so the first few episodes, looking back, they were kind of like okay, but they didn't pay off enough. So like they're all kind of in the middle. I really like the Power Rangers episode.
The Power Rangers episode must be the worst, so it's episode 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Or chapter 3.
4, I don't really even
That was the ending of the tribe arc. That was good episode.
yeah.
That was good episode.
Yeah,
I guess.
that was pretty good episode. Yeah.
We had the Rancor and shit. So
6
yeah.
and 7, 5 and 6 they were good episodes, but I don't really want to rank them too high because they felt like Mando episodes and not even like one Mando episode and one Grogu episode, honestly. And then like
Yeah, it was like Mando and Boba Fett. Yeah, Book of Boba and Boba Fett didn't even appear on 2 episodes. He was referred in 1, I guess.
Yeah.
No, he was on the end of the 1 episode, I guess, but
he was at the end of Grogu episode. But
Book of Grogu
also,
coming soon.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want to put them too high because of that. So I guess it's like second best maybe to me, but like
Yeah.
it wasn't like awesome. You know, I didn't get the same feeling that I got. I was a little bit disappointed, you know. It didn't meet my expectations, but I'm not gonna say and it's awful because it didn't meet my expectations. Maybe I
it was not like bad. It was like Lee said, it wasn't bad, but it was not like the great what you will expect from like season finale, which gives you like, yeah, fuck yeah, but it was quite just like, okay, yeah,
I mean,
okay.
I mean, as a Dragon Ball fan, yesterday I just watched first time Dragon Ball Z Kai's, you know, if you don't count the final chapters, the ending of the Cell Games saga. So I was fucking crying, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Any spoiling, but
and
that's what it's supposed to do. Be like a bitter ending, you know, sad but happy, but you know, emotional. And that's the same way I felt with Mandalorian, especially season 2. I just didn't feel this was kind of like happy thing at the end, but like okay.
I don't know if like Dave and Sean need bit control from outside or something. It seems bit that they have like gotten too easily, I guess. With Mando, it seems it was kind of like it's starting to pay off, but then it kind of doesn't meet the emotions. I don't know, is it just the style or something? But you know, like Clone Wars finales, both were. Well, the newer one wasn't that good, but the original and season 5 finale, they're like really great. And then the Bad Batch finale, well, that's new, but that has, well, the episode 15, basically 16 is just like, okay, we're just gonna show you how it ends up on the second season. But if it ended on chapter 15, that would be like incredible ending for the like series. Of course, it wouldn't pay off the whole series. But
yeah, I feel like the biggest problem is they are not the greatest at giving like this emotional scenes.
Yeah, it's not really paying off.
Like, don't get me wrong, people are gonna be like, what about Filoni in Clone Wars, you know, last season, or for example, or Grogu and Mando at the end of season 2, you know, those are emotional scenes. But they needed a long-ass payoff, whereas in this, they only had 1 season to do that.
Yeah.
And they just, you know, they couldn't do that as well. There was too much, you know, there was a lot of badass fighting scenes. There was a lot of, you know, backstory telling, but, you know, they focused maybe too much on that and didn't give enough emphasis on, like, the feeling or the emotions. And I think that's very important for, like, a show or movie to tell. So they didn't kind of... I feel like they could do that in 1 season. They would have needed more time to.
Yeah, I mean, you had to do 2 Mando episodes there, which could have been transformed. I mean, it's a book. Yeah, books start slow, and then they have if it's a like fight, like war book, then it has the rushed finale. Like the battle happens, and then it's set up for the next story. You know, if it has continuation, but. It's referring to as Book of Boba Fett, so I would. They're just throwing. If you read a book, you know, it starts as Boba Fett, the story jumping back and forth. It makes sense, but then the Mando just like, what the hell? You're just like.
Yeah, like I mean, that was to me. And
just strange thing.
This, like, because I've seen a lot of comments of people saying like, they only liked in Book of Boba Fett, they only liked the Mando episodes. Yeah. And honestly, I feel like people who say that are only because they like Mandalorian series, but they are not like maybe they're not enough of a Boba fans that they would have maybe watched Clone Wars and all that Boba stuff, and they didn't really care about too much about the Boba story, which is understandable, you know, people can feel the way they want to, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, I felt like those were honestly kind of a fan service episodes in a bad way. They just showed, okay, people like Mandalorian, people like Grogu.
Yeah, and the whole...
Okay, what the heck? What are they doing now? But they didn't like give anything for the story. And honestly, this story, Mandalorian season 3, whatever Ahsoka series, is gonna be like, they all would have been just fine without ever showing anything in those 2 episodes. That's my opinion.
Exactly.
Those were cool scenes, but I don't think we needed them at all. Maybe only the thing that, you know, why is Grogu again with Mando? But like,
yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Shown that in Mando.
You could have written that inside, you know, because Mando season 3 comes before Ahsoka, and Ahsoka is just about going after Thrawn, which is just, you know. And Mando is like season 3. I mean, they could have just had that episode, you know, the Grogu episode instead of, you know, like middle or somewhere like start of Mando season 3, and those and the Mando episode also, and start of Mando season 3. Just like jumps in like, yeah, Mando has objective now. Of course, it's Mandalorian series. It's always like objective based, you know. It's like games. You've written, you have the task to go Mandalore, and then there's like million side quests on the way. And then Grogu, somewhat he goes to Luke and then jumps back, and we see the Ahsoka scene. And in Ahsoka series, I guess the series will start from the same planet, like Ahsoka is talking with Luke, and then he goes for that adventure, of course. But that would make more sense. Yeah. And the whole series finale, it has the, you know, it's just like 4 episodes about tribes and Boba survival. And you have to think, you have to remember the tribe thing is over 5 years. It's not like 4 episodes, like a couple of months. Boba is there for 5 years with the tribe, which really doesn't, you know, connect kind of to the viewer if you don't realize the thing. Because he got saved from the pit basically a few days after, or day after, you know, episode 6, and the series is after Mando season 2, which is like 5-6 years after... like season 6, or I mean episode 6, Star Wars episode 6. So Boba is there for a long time, and then it's like telling, okay, he survived, and then he started in this crime family thing with Fennec and how they meet and stuff. But
like, I know, to me, like, the thing is with the Mando series, I understand they wanted to show like why Mando is there. Okay, why Grogu ended up being there.
Yeah, and
they could have done all that later on in Mando. And the fact, or with the Grogu thing, how Grogu became, you know, again you know.
Yeah, and they
started to hang out with Mando again. They could have shown that in Mandalorian season 3. Also, with the whole Mandalorian coming to help Boba, they should have shown that from Boba Fett's perspective. That's just my opinion. I have never read a fucking book where the main character changes between the book and then comes back. Yeah. I've never read a book where like you have a fucking main character.
Yeah.
Stick with it and show the story from his perspective. Don't just change and have like an episode without him at all. That just felt weird to me. Like,
yeah, I mean
that didn't feel like Boba Fett episode.
Yeah, I mean, I can reference now from I'm currently reading Thrawn, Lesser Evil, like Ascendancy, the 3rd book, and there's it's structure. There's current story with Thrawn in the era of Clone Wars in Ascendancy. It's just like straight lining, you know. It's going towards where he ends up abandoning or just moving to the Empire, just leaving Ascendancy. Or I don't know how that happens yet. I haven't read the ending. But there's chapters. There's between some chapters. There's memory chapters. You know, it shows back when Thrawn is like junior, even barely a junior officer. Or he's not even with the military yet. He's like young guy who meets these people who have effect later on the story. You know, And then there's chapters which are from the opponent side, you know. There's the Grisks, which of course are involved in the, you know, Grisk War, or what would be Grisk War after episode 6, you know, invading the whole galaxy and killing 2/3, but that doesn't happen, of course, but they exist still in canon, you know, Throne books. There's chapters from their side, they're like talking about, oh, this Throne guy, and we have this plan, you know, whole chapters about that. There's just, the guys are just talking out, like, we have this plan, and we're doing this, or the plan is actually happening, it just tells about what is happening. But it's so weird that it will just, like, jump, you know. Oh, have you read book, some other Star Wars book? Here is this character, what the fuck, jumps. I mean, yeah, there's like other characters, like there's Admiral Aralani, or what the hell is she called? She's like a Throne superior, but they're kind of like Throne is still better than everybody else in the military. But there's chapters in the book just where it's just Aralani doing stuff. But she has, you know, it's just like they connected to it. They're just battling the, you know, the same opponent and coming to the same conclusions. It just shows like, yeah, okay, it just shows stuff, but it doesn't jump weirdly to other character. It's just like, here's the Mandalorian, okay, here you go.
Yeah, if it would have made sense for the story, or it would have been part of this story, but it wasn't. It was only at the end when Fennec came and met Mando. Otherwise, the whole episode was about Mandalorians, you know, season 3, or you know, Mandalorians, you know, next arc, next challenge, and then the second episode, or the 6th episode, was about Grogu and how he trained with Luke, and I was like, this is cool to see, but like, what the fuck does this have to do with
the only reason that
like
chapter 5, it's about Mando having his objective for Mando season 3 and a new ship, so he can do stuff, fly between places. He doesn't need to take the Starliner, which he takes in the first half of the episode. And then we need Grogu to go with Mando for season 3, but he also needs to sleep down the Rancor. I think that was written, you know, before, like, the Rancor is gonna rage in the city, and then how are we gonna deal with it? Grogu, here you go. And then we have we just wrote Mandalorian season 2 that Grogu comes here, goes with Luke. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, we have to send first Mando to get fucking Grogu, and then doesn't even get him, and then he comes back on the, like, final, sleeps the monster, and
yeah.
I mean, it's just like, there's bounty hunters, there's a lot of bounty hunters, bounty guild shit, like, just like Boba Fett's army is fucking a town, like a small town of random like civilians and bunch of Power Rangers, which are fucking awful at fighting. Then there's Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian, who's just, he could have been just like, oh, I heard you are in trouble, so I'm here to pay my respects or something, like, I respect you, man. You helped me with Grogu, I'm here to help you, man. Like, simple stuff.
This should have just been like Fennec, showing Fennec going to Mos Eisley, and then, oh, Mandalorian is here.
Yeah, oh, you are here.
Never have Grogu in the series, because that's just, the Grogu felt, I'm sorry, but it felt fan service in a bad way, because it didn't, you know, matter to the story. They kind of forced it to matter in a story, but like, it didn't really, like, he didn't need to be there. And then Mando could have just shown them just going and meet him, or you know, just maybe call him and then he flies there, or
I don't know,
whatever. But like
yeah, exactly.
They didn't need to have like a fucking episode or 2 episodes to show why they are there, and they didn't even need to have Grogu there in the first place.
Exactly, the series probably had more. Like, it has one less episode, but I think it had near over the length that Mandalorian has, you know, in runtime, you know. Because the episodes were like 1 hour, 50 minutes, you know, and some of them 37 minutes, but most of them like 40, 50. This was 61 minutes. It's just like...
How I would explain it is kind of like, if in Mando season 2 they would have a one full episode showing all the Boba and Fennec stuff that we saw, how they met, in now in Book of Boba
I mean,
Fett. All those scenes would have been one full episode in Mando. That's full. That's kind of like it made it happened between the story, and then it paid off a little bit, kinda in a later on with the story, but they didn't need to tell that in order to tell the story of the main story of the season or the series. So the whole Mando thing, they will have the only thing they would have needed was just the part where Fennec met Mando in Mos Eisley, and then people were like, asking questions, why is Mando there? Why does he have a new ship? They didn't need to tell that in this series. It's like, oh cool, Mando is here. What the fuck? Okay, he has a new ship. What the fuck?
Yeah, that could have been easily told on the episodes 1 and 2 of the Mandalorian. If it seems on the season 3 that it's gonna be filled with other stuff, then I'm gonna be really mad. I mean, I was thinking that been thinking the title for this episode. I somehow I want to make the title say "The Last Jedi" of Jon Favreau, but I don't know, would that be a bit harsh, but
I think that would be a bit harsh. I more so didn't like the episode 5 and 6. I think this was cool. This was at least about this series.
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars, in Star Wars, it's really hard to say it's fan service if it's not like really, really obvious, like.
I feel like fan service is just people misuse the term, but like fan service is just what it said it is. It's fan service. It's not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It just is. It's just showing something that people wanted to see.
If you're doing something,
but you can do it in a good way. You can do it in a bad way. I didn't think like they did just a great job in that.
And
sometimes it's unnecessary.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be like completely obvious, like stuff like if you're doing like which should be like fan service then it should be like completely plain as obvious. But like one thing that comes to mind, like talking about fan service, is somewhat the scene from Mando season 2, like finale, where there's the, I don't know, that's not fan service moment, that's like service moment anyway. The girl moment in Mando season 4, season 2, what the fuck, with is it Bo-Katan, fucking Sasha Banks' character, then Cara Dune and Fennec Shand. They just go through the Imperial light cruiser or something. That's like, it was. I think that was like just like it's like, okay, this is so obvious what was the objective of this like writing. It wasn't just like let's show cool female characters. It was somehow it just feels weird. And the same thing with this.
I mean, like good fan service would be like, in my opinion, Spider-Man No Way Home or mostly Endgame. There's few things that
but those don't feel exactly what I'm telling you. It doesn't have to feel like a fan service. The whole thing, if you just think about No Way Home, it's actually the whole shit is just fan service. It's just 3 Spider-Mans, that's it. Yeah. And people want it, so that's it. But it doesn't feel in the movies, and there's issues in No Way Home and Endgame, but it's not feeling. Like, Endgame has a complete solid story about thing, and then just people arrive at the scene. It's not fan service that, they're all alive. That's just story. Just fits well.
Yeah, it made sense to you in the sense of for the story. It wasn't just, hey, here's the cameo that you wanted to see. Okay. Like the Ahsoka thing. Okay, cool. Sorry about the dog, but like...
it doesn't sound
thing,
here.
That's cool. Okay, yeah. All those scenes with Luke, Ahsoka, Grogu, super cool, don't get me wrong. Like,
exactly.
Fan, I love all those characters.
Incredibly good stuff.
What had they do with Boba Fett series? They didn't. We didn't need to see that in this show,
Yeah. Let's just start.
I think we're just.
Yeah, I think we're
going through the same scene.
Yeah, I think the end credit scene and the ending, like complete. The end credit. Would you have expected something from the end credit scene?
I would have expected more. Honestly, I would have expected something about Mando season 3, but
I mean, we got the scene just Mando and Grogu blasting with the supply thrusters to Horizon, you know.
Yeah, I would have expected more because of the episode 5 and 6. I didn't want to have more, so it doesn't matter. But I would have expected more based on the previous episodes. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I would have like written this, like missing, just taking out one episode from like the Grogu episodes, for example, or rewriting the whole shit, like rewriting the stuff, and having just the, episode 6 be the finale with this battle, without kind of Grogu, and have the series except instead of Mando and the Grogu scene where Mando goes supply thrusters to the Horizon, with Grogu, it will have been the scene where Mando lands on the, planet. There's the Ahsoka scene, they could have just put the 10 minutes from there to end of that, or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and then it would have ended on the scene like Luke and Grogu on the horizon, sitting on the thing what we see.
Yeah,
on the,
I mean, that would have been much better.
And that's the... or that could have been the... I don't know. It would be a bit long for after credit scene, but it would have been nice,
Yeah, that would have been much better. That would have been cool for end credits, and not for one full episode.
And they're not teasing anything. They just showed, okay, Cop Vanth is in the Bacta tank, so he's gonna survive. And there's the guy who will mod him, so he will stay alive. He's like going to be like Fennec Sand, probably, or something. Okay, that's it. Cad Bane is alive, and like, have you heard that Andor, which the first season haven't even got out, it got confirmed that it's gonna get the second season. Have you heard about that?
No, but...
I mean, yeah, Andor is gonna come after Kenobi, and Kenobi is coming around the celebrations or May 4th, Star Wars Day, somewhere around that.
So I guess...
Andor later in September, and probably Mandalorian on Christmas, like Boba.
So I think we can get pretty certain that the other shows aren't probably gonna get second seasons. Who knows?
Well, Kenobi definitely is not. Ahsoka probably will. Mandalorian season 3, I guess it's gonna be the last season. I don't think Pedro Pascal has more seasons on his contract. 4 seasons of any series for an actor is a lot. Going over that, then you get stuck with the character, basically. If you are not already stuck with the character, you kinda... It's like your life career after that if you stay too long in some series. It's...
Yeah.
Somewhat is good, somewhat is bad. Of course, we cannot get teaser for Kenobi on the after credits because it has to connect somewhat with Boba. So Mando season 3 will be the obvious. Andor is start of Empire pre-Rogue One. Would it make sense? Kenobi is Rogue One era, pre-Rogue One. Cannot happen. Ahsoka, is after this or running around the same time, could be, but that's Ahsoka is gonna be probably the Kenobi place for 2023, so like May, after Mando season 3. Really,
the credit scene was kind of...
Yeah, it's just...
It was like, okay. Didn't really care, honestly. I was like, I kind of knew he was alive anyways, so I don't know. Or kind of like expected it, but I was like, I expected to see him in this episode. I don't know, like it felt like it should have been shown in the season somehow and not in any credit scene. I don't know, like usually any credit scenes kind of like tease what's to come. I don't know what that teased exactly, other than, okay, he's not dead.
Yeah.
But it didn't really tease, like, okay, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, Cad Bane is alive and Mando, Book of Boba Fett season 2 coming. No.
Yeah, exactly. Because Cop Vanth being alive doesn't mean that...
Doesn't matter shit.
Another season.
Or is he going to replace already fired Gina Carano on the Rangers of the New Republic or something? I don't know. Is he going to be the next Marshal guy? Yeah, get the Dave Filoni's character comes. Here's the Marshal star. You are now the head of our show with me and the Rick, no, it's Rick. No, who the hell is the other old guy?
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name. But yeah, I think that's completely it. A long rant starts slow on the beginning. I don't know if I have to cut bit, but maybe.
Probably. It was.
There's no reason nobody watched for this long, so I think if you did, please leave a comment so actually know that somebody actually watched here. Anything, just anything, just comment something stupid. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, subscribe, or subscribing would help a lot, but liking would help us even more in this situation. Subscribing will mean more to us, of course. Don't have to put the notification bell, because that's just bullshit if you don't want to watch us actually. But wanna just drop the subscribe, please. If you actually really like us, please spam this on Reddit or Twitter and comment something like, "Oh, these guys are so wrong. Go watch, please." And then they watch the whole 1.5 hours, and now we're gonna have a bunch of comments.
I don't really care.
But
you can either like us and comment something positive, share us, or then you can hate us and share our thoughts somewhere and rant for us. At least we get some recognition. That would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for this Book of Boba Fett. Now we have to find something else to make content on.
I think we're gonna have. But I will say goodbye.
I will say for this episode,